It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day to be healthier with Ask a Gay Doc and Dr. Renzo Corzano. Hey, should I call you Renzo or Dr. Corzano?
How about Dr. Renzo?
Dr. Renzo. Okay, and I'd like you to call me Mr. Taylor.
How about no?
All right, here we are. Temperatures already above 90 degrees. We're heading into pool party season. You know, we have 50,000 pools in Palm Springs, and you are inevitably going to be at one of those pools in the next few months to stay cool, to socialize, to have fun. But we want you to stay safe and talk about your health risks around, first off, the sun.
I did a little bit of research before this, so I can have some facts. All right,
Okay.
so let me throw some facts your way.
Yeah.
So basically, the UV rays, which is what's responsible for causing the skin cancers and the aging in the skin and all that, they're strongest between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Okay, so one of the ways, obviously, to aside from sunscreen to protect yourself would be something like shade,
Yes.
obviously, you know,
We love
and
shade in Palm
yeah,
Springs.
no, a lot of shade. Do you throw shade or just shade?
Oh, I just get out of the sun. You know, I'm
Oh,
only
I
good
see.
for about 15 minutes in the sun, and then I'm running for a shady area and be out
There
of the
you go.
sun.
Yeah. Something else to add on to that would be like a hat with like a brim, you
Hmm.
know, would be nice to kind of cover your ears and stuff. Cause I think a lot of the times people are wearing like a cap and their ears are still exposed, right? In the back of their necks and all that stuff.
So the
So
floppy hat, the shade, and sunscreen is there an SPF recommendation that you have?
I would say around this area, probably about like probably SPF 30 or above. Okay. But it's important to reconsider a couple things when it comes to that. Every 2 hours, you kind of want to reapply it. Okay. It
Ah,
doesn't matter the SPF, it's just every 2 hours. And more often, if you're actually kind of getting in the water and out of the water, sweating a lot, or even like toweling off, you actually want to reapply it more often. Okay. I think that's where most people fail, like myself included. Like I put it on and then I go out to the pool, and then like 4 hours later, I'm all like red.
okay. So we've gotten in the water. And just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, there was a big bear event down in Mexico, and there was a, let's face it, a turd in the pool. Is that something that would have been dangerous to the people in that pool for infection?
Yeah. So okay, so I'll tell you this. So in a well-maintained pool, the risk is really low, right? Because it's being, cleaned out and all the chloride and stuff. But there are a couple things that can be transmitted through pool water. It could be a couple like parasites, like Giardia, okay, like something called Cryptosporidium, and then viruses like hepatitis A could also be transmitted, and even like bacterial rashes like a pseudomonas rash can also kind of be like transmitted through like pool water. But again, the risk is very low, but it's still something to consider.
Can
Yeah.
you mitigate your risk if you get out of a pool and then get hot, soapy water under a shower? Does that help?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like every time I would use a public pool, I would shower off, yeah, hot water and soap for sure, just to wash everything off. You never know.
The sun can put you at risk. The pool can put you at risk. It's also the activities you might be partaking in outside of the pool that could put you at risk for infection.
We know, obviously, the regular STDs that we can get on our rectums or our throats or our urinary tract. But there's something else that I started noticing a lot of last year, which was diarrheal illness in men that was kind of chronic, lasting more than about 3 weeks. And when we tested their stool, people were coming back positive for E. coli or Shigella. And actually, it was actually a rather large cluster in my patient population.
All right, people can ask questions of Dr. Renzo Corzano by sending an email anonymously to lgbtqhealth at mydohc.com. Ask a Gay Doc. It's a service of KGAY 1065 and 921 and Desert Oasis Healthcare, and we want you to be safe in the neighborhood. Thank you, Dr. Corzano, for some pool party season do's and don'ts.
You're welcome, John.